Of August 26, 2022, officers in Washington County arrested a man near a Highway 36 overpass. He was found lying in the grass, carrying a blood-stained piece of paper along with an EBT card belonging to a woman named Shauna Daniels.
We'll talk in a second. You're under arrest. Don't move.
He in the goddamn sewer?
Who was this man? And what was he doing with the EBT card of a woman who was found stabbed and burned in her apartment just hours earlier? And who was the 43-year-old victim, Shauna Daniels, who firefighters found so brutally murdered in her bedroom? Around 6:30 p.m. on August 25th, crews rushed to an apartment building on the 2200 block of South Avenue East in North St. Paul after getting reports of a fire. Thick black smoke was pouring out of apartment 8 as officers and fire crews tried to make entry, hearing someone inside cry out for help.
Where's our guys at?
Alright, what do we got? Where do you guys want us?
Hey, what floor? Second floor?
We need people out in the bottom?
Just hang tight.
Okay. Rush!
I'd say just get officers out.
They could hear someone screaming, but the flames and smoke were too intense and dangerous for officers to go any further.
Did you guys hear anybody yelling?
Yeah, they said they heard.
They said she's
They
up
said
there.
they heard him yelling.
I'm yelling.
Here?
Yeah.
That one. I don't hear anything. I
They
tried
said they
running
heard
up
him
there.
yelling, and he was
You couldn't get in?
Oh, you can't
You
see.
can't get up there. It's dead black.
Yeah,
But somebody's still in
They
there?
said that
they said someone's in there, but yeah, it's thick black. Can't
You
see.
can't see.
We got somebody hitting the window, 3rd floor.
Tell him. Tell him.
Someone's inside. Someone in the window.
On the south.
Top corner.
This is crazy.
Let player know we got someone pounding on a window on the 3rd floor, top right corner.
They're coming.
You got one up there?
He's in the window.
Anything.
No, we didn't. He's in the window right there. In that window.
No, we know. They're going up and they're gonna get him, but
It's right- oh, yeah, it's when we
they
were
couldn't
there.
get in because you
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
see.
he's in panic mode. Oh my god. Who takes that? Two people and a dog, and that's their car. A lady and a woman. Heads up, there's supposed to be 2 people that live there and a possible dog. There might be 2 people. There's dogs and there's probably 2. There's 2 dogs over a there might be 2 in there.
Shout out to the police that be doing their job though, because these people are trying. They're 100% focused on saving whoever's in there. Now I will say they could have just broke the door down or something. I don't really know the full situation, so I'm not gonna judge them. But at least they're focused outside. Like, okay, what's going on? Who's in there? How we gonna get in there? Where the fire department at? Like, they focus.
The rest of the building was evacuated, and by the time firefighters got the blaze under control, the woman inside apartment 8 had stopped responding. As officers eventually made entry, they found her half-burnt body in the bedroom. Initial investigation would reveal that this wasn't just a fire, but the cover-up for a brutal...
I'm so tired of people making it seem like it's hard to get money and obtain the life that you want to live, when all it takes is hard work, dedication, and seeking out knowledge. And that's why I'm here to provide you with the knowledge to get rich through YouTube, credit, stocks, investing of any kind, and also through social media influencing. So I'm going to teach you how to make money and become a 6-figure earner every month, and also change your life and get out of the hood or whatever situation that you're dealing with. If you want more information, go ahead and sign up or look into my course on WAP right now at Consulted by GDOT. The link will be in the description, and I can't wait to help you guys change your life.
crime. Multiple witnesses had seen an unidentified man in the victim's apartment window as the fire first started.
In there about
So there's a male and a female.
should be, yeah.
There should be a male and a female up there.
Witnesses believed the victim was with her boyfriend that same day, and they were heard arguing at the apartment the night before. Shauna was a breast cancer survivor who was continuing recovery from her April 2020 diagnosis, chemotherapy, and double mastectomy. The boyfriend, Melvin Bilbrow Jr., then 41, had gone to Shauna Daniels' apartment 15 minutes before the officers arrived. At the time, Bilbrow was a 4-time convicted felon on supervised release after serving prison time for failing to register as a predatory offender. He was released from prison just 5 months before the fire. His past convictions in Minnesota included attempted second-degree murder of his then-girlfriend and for second-degree criminal sexual conduct involving her 12-year-old daughter in 2008, and for third-degree assault involving another girlfriend in 2019.
I feel like for shit like this, though, there is no rehabilitating this. You know what I'm saying? There is nothing you can do to help this person. Now, the best thing you can do for society to help this person is put his ass down in the ground. I'm talking about underneath the jail. He wasn't even supposed to make it out. Like, if he got locked, he had to get locked up for that second charge. So there's no way he was even, that's Chomo charges. He was supposed to get dealt with in the bounty on phone grade. He was supposed to walk in the bounty. He was supposed to look at his paperwork. Mika Maka move up. They was supposed to do his ass bogus, especially like you.
Police obtained a search warrant for both Shauna and her boyfriend's apartment and found key evidence, a blood-stained pack of Newport cigarettes. Blood on walls. Scissors and a broken knife covered in blood. Meanwhile, in Bilbrow's apartment, more evidence was found. One of the clearest pieces of evidence against Bilbrow was a dog covered in soot and smelling of smoke. The dog found in his apartment belonged to Shauna. It became clear this wasn't just a tragic fire. It was the scene of a murder. The autopsy reports revealed that the cause of Shauna's death was not an accidental fire, but homicide. She had multiple sharp force injuries to her head and neck, with a perforation to her left eye. Her nasal bone was fractured. Police officers spoke to a witness who called Bilbrow and told him of the fire. Bilbrow said that he was with Shauna when her ex-boyfriend showed up, so he left. When his apartment was searched, he was nowhere to be found. The next day, Bilbrow was finally located by officers as he hid in grass near a trail and was arrested on the spot. He was found with a blood-stained piece of paper, along with Shauna's EBT credit card.
We'll talk in a second. You're under arrest. Don't move.
You guys want to scuff or you guys go?
Yeah, you want to grab him over there?
Yep.
My left? Yep.
What's your name?
Melvin?
All right, Melvin.
This is yours? All right.
After his arrest, Bilbrow agreed to speak with investigators about the fatal fire and the death of his girlfriend hours earlier.
So I wanted to clear up a few things with my partners. I'd like to keep talking with you here, if that's okay. All right. So, like I mentioned before, I guess I'd like to talk about you being under the bridge a little bit. And how'd you end up there?
I was just there, man. Seriously, I got nervous as hell because all I know was a moving on the left side of me and a moving on the right side of me. So I was just sitting in the middle so I can watch both sides. I don't know what it was, but I just wanted to move when I felt a little uncomfortable. Because I told you I smoked some weed, I was really high, and just that.
Okay. You're quite a long ways away from North St. Paul, I guess, under that bridge.
I mean, the first time
It's a pretty decent walk, I think. I mean, it was like a 10-minute drive for us.
I usually jog.
So you ran that whole way?
No. I usually, when I'm working out, I jog.
Okay.
So I've been further than that.
How long were you on the trail for?
I have no idea. I just pace. I don't count time. I don't even count steps.
What time did you leave the apartment, your apartment?
I don't even remember. Because I went right across the street and that's why I ran into jail and started smoking weed.
How come you didn't stay at the apartment when people were telling you that?
Then I called. I'm the one who called. I was making phone calls. So I let them like, look, what's going on? Went back upstairs. I went to the store. Came running back, but I was in the area.
You went to the store?
Yeah.
What store?
Holiday.
Holiday? Did you buy anything there?
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes? Okay. And where'd you go after Holiday?
It's crazy, like the lengths stuff somebody will go to lie about some shit he know he did. It's just crazy, like he's sitting here trying to like tell the full story and leave out the part where you burnt a lady up in her crib after you done beat her to death. You can't reform that, bro. This is days after. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? This is some time after, bro, and you still ain't. Hell no.
Right back around the area.
What do you mean? What area?
Where on the street from my house. Well, you know, yeah, I was coming right back down here, so I'm like, you know, wanting to go around. You know, everybody thought I went in the building and started fighting people. I'm like, no.
So how come you weren't hanging out when the fire department and police department were out? Because everybody else was. I mean, like pretty much everybody that lives there was there.
I don't hardly even be at home. I'm usually at work at this time.
Yeah, I understand that. You know, I guess the kind of question that I'm struggling with is that you've got a friend, right? Probably a pretty good friend, it sounds like, that you have some sort of relationship with. And you realize that her apartment's on fire, and then you just leave.
Well, you know, like I said, it's happened before. So I'm thinking that's what it was. You know, she cooked a couple pieces in the damn oven and they just caught fire in here, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you didn't think to go check on her?
Well,
People are telling you that there's a fire inside her apartment? I'm guessing there's probably flames shooting out the windows?
I was there for a brief, you know what I'm saying, but I don't wanna.
You were there for a brief?
Deal with, no, I was outside when they came and banged on my door.
So why'd you act surprised when we asked you or told you that there was a fire there?
I wasn't that surprised at all.
I'm really struggling with why you wouldn't stay. I mean, I think the average person, a reasonable person, would have stayed in that situation. If they're friends, they're close friends, their apartment's on fire and probably something could have happened to them, you'd stay around because you're concerned, right? And you want to be with your other friends and help them deal with it and vice versa. Okay, so I'm struggling with why you chose to leave.
That's what y'all wanted to smoke. So that's why I left. I was gonna go smoke and just sit back and see what happens. Because it's like, you know, I can't do nothing, you know, about it. I'm gonna be in the way. You know.
Okay. Then we ended up finding you and arresting you, and you had that piece of paper that we talked about in your pocket,
Right.
with the blood on it. Whose blood is that?
That's mine.
That's yours?
I'm sure.
Where's your cut at that blood came from?
I was right here. Told you I work with a corrugator at work.
Where? Show me where the cut is.
Right here.
On your knuckle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I work with the corrugator, if you're ever familiar with that.
So that's what, I mean, there's a fair amount of blood there on that piece of paper. So when we test the DNA on it, it's going to be yours?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I want to go back and let's just forget about the, I know you said that nobody saw you in the window. I understand that. We want to forget about that, okay? That's really not super important here, to be honest with you. We've got this other evidence that we already discussed, okay? And this other evidence is blood evidence. And like we talked about already, blood is going to show belonging to a specific individual, and that's going to be her blood. The problem that we have is that you have her blood on clothing in your apartment with her dog that's going to have soot on it, and we're going to test that. And we've got this dead woman in her apartment. You see how that's a problem?
Bilbro changed his story several times, first saying he was just friends with Shauna, then that they had a sexual relationship. He said he was at his apartment during the fire and walked away to smoke. He claimed he last saw Shauna on August 23rd, then said it was August 25th. While still maintaining his innocence, the investigators held several pieces of key evidence against Bilbro that would soon be submitted to the court.
Melvin? All right, Melvin. Is yours? All right.
Shauna grew up in North Minneapolis and was remembered by friends and family members not only for her courageous battle with breast cancer, but for her outgoing, positive energy, her love of animals, and for her fearless spirit. Family wrote that quote, although
Personally, like I said at the beginning of the video, that nigga has to get exterminated. There is no other course of action to fix that type of behavior besides extreme prejudice, extermination. And there's nothing he could do to make up for that.